Okay, this is my entry for Nik The Booksmith's If I Were a Journal. Originally, I wasn't going to do this because I was intimidated because I thought, oh no, I can't do this. But then I had this old book cover and I was making this for a trip and I didn't think I could make something for Nik The Booksmith's challenge because those are very advanced. But I had this book cover and it is from a shop on Etsy called the Old Book Shoppe, and it was blank. So I drew this guy on colored pencil on onion skin paper, and then I cut him out and glued him on the front. And then these are some Tim Holtz little paper thingers, and I glued those on. And then I made this closure here, which is a ribbon. Oh, and I used the crocodile to put eyelets so that I could have a strap to carry it in the field, because this is a field journal, because not only am I an artist, but I'm also a wildlife biologist focusing in birds. So it's a field journal. And I have my black-winged pearl and a few brushes and some sample bottles. And I have my lichen, and I forgot my bottle of dead bugs. I guess I brought an empty bottle, but I had some dead bugs in them before. This one would have had dead bugs, but I guess I saved them so they wouldn't get broken. Because once they die, they sort of become very fragile. And then I have some really great little copper binder clips, so I went nuts with that. And this is a whole magnetic little unit. And I used backing paper, which is pretty. And there's magnets in here, little tiny magnets. So that sticks onto there. And then this flips up and it has pockets. This tour, because I guess glassine maybe isn't the best thing for a pocket. But then these are this is a pocket in here. And then these little guys, you could actually stick stuff in here. Like, oh, I found a cool feather. You could stick it in. I mean, you're not really supposed to take feathers, so this is just from one of my jays who lives outside. But you can take turkey feathers because they're everywhere. But like that's a pocket. This is a little pocket. These are all pockets, like leaves and things. And then this is a pocket back here too, but it tore. And then these butterflies cover magnets. And then this in here, these are all hand painted little guys. And then I made a little book, a little drawing book, the purple paper clip. And this is onion skin paper because it's so crinkly and fun. And so I drew a western white pine and corn lily, which I just found out is poisonous. And it's found all over the Mountain West, so you might see this, Nik The Booksmith. And I have a little board here, a backing board that I made because this paper is really thin and also see-through. So I put this little board here so that I could draw and it would be stiff. So that's that side. So that's the like collections and drawing side. And then this side is a watercolor side, and this is a cool bunny button. I have two bunny buttons here. I got these from Treasure Cast on Etsy, and I love bunnies because I have bunnies. But this is Fabriano Medioevalis watercolor paper, and it comes in these single cards. And a lot of times when I have watercolor out and I am going and painting, if you paint something, you can't really turn the page because it'll splat it together and then it's just gonna be all messed up. So what I did is I post bound right here. I poked holes in all these cards and I post bound it right here with these screw post thing so that you can turn it and do that. Let it dry while you're doing something else. The only problem is if it's windy, it sort of was blowing around. And also I discovered that the paper would just sort of swing around, so that's why I made this elastic, so I might have to, the next one. Oh, this bug was trying to get in our house. Here's a super fast chipmunk. We went up to South Lake Tahoe. Here's some tanagers. These guys kind of got messy, so then I redid that page. But this way you can have these all like this, and they can dry, and then once they're dry, then you can just kind of gather them up and just pop them over here so they're out of the way. And then the other thing that's good about it is it's refillable, so when you run out of paper, you can just unscrew this thing. Well, it's tight, but you know what I mean. You can unscrew this thing and put more paper in. You can even change the size. If I make it again, I probably would make smaller paper so that I could magnet a watercolor palette here, and then maybe put the sample bottles in the spine. But this is the elastic closure, and then this is, the magnets are sort of not super lined up, so I have to put that guy on there. But then I close it up with a little ribbon, and since I have a strap here, this is just actually from a dog car seat, but he's really old and he doesn't go in the car because he can't go anywhere really anymore. But I put these 2 big jump rings and some eyelets, and I can just carry it now with me when I go out with my binoculars, and I've got a field journal.